Hello everyone, welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. Today I am doing a Market Watch video. Haven't done one in a while. I'm just do a couple of books that I recently got, or a couple, and there's a book in here also that I've had from a massive haul collection that I bought, and I was glad that it was in there because I'm able to get great value out of it just off the break. So I definitely want to show y'all that book, and also another book that is kind of might be a valuable book in the future. So let's get this started. So we're gonna get started with this Action Comics 1000 Josh Middleton variant cover. Now this book right here, I'm gonna just put this up here so you guys can see. Alright, so as you can see, this book has so this on June 11th 2018 it went for $37, and it was 15 bids on it. And then on June the 30th 2018 it went up to what is it, $63 with 6 bids. And the last a CGC 9.8 to be sold went for and all of these are 9.8s, by the way. The last one sold was on July the 16th 2018 for $69.99, and it was a buy it now. So this book definitely has risen in value, so it's been steadily climbing. So definitely, if you see the Josh Middleton variant, go get it. And as if you see my haul video when I got this recently, I only paid 99 cents for it. So definitely be on the lookout for this. I'm definitely glad I got it, and I definitely need to get a CGC. So on to the next book. Alright, so this book right here is hot. Like, it is hot right now. Like, and I got this in one of my massive haul collections, and I basically came out to about 40 some cents each book with the massive haul that I got. So I got this for about 40 cents. And this is definitely either a 9.8 or a 9.6. It looks like a 9.8 to me all day. I mean, it looks awesome. Now this is the first appearance of Spider-Ham. So and this book right here, this is what it's done in the past couple of months. And just to let you know, these are all prices on eBay. So they're not off a comic link, they're off of eBay. So as you can see, the 9.4 copy, it was 2 of them, and as you can see, both of those are about not too much of a difference. Let me see, it was only one 9.4. There was 2 9.6s, and the 9.6s basically stayed even. They only went up by $1. But the 9.8s, if you look at this chart, you see the 9.8s have gone up a lot. In fact, the last one that was sold 9.8 was $495. So I will tell you this: whoever bought the 9.8 on June the 14th for $154 as a buy now, man, got a sweet deal, because now he could turn around and sell his book for almost $500. So definitely it was a great investment. Whoever bought that 9.8, he's probably jumping in his seat right now. He might be the one that sold it for $500. I don't know, for almost $500. So definitely, this is a book you need to be on the lookout for. And I know a lot of people just like Marvel Tales, Spider-Ham. Like, they would never think, but you'll be surprised what sells and what's of value. And I will say this book, like I said in my haul video, in my massive collection, when I showed this book off in that collection, this is a hard book to find, especially in a high grade. They didn't make but so many copies of it. It wasn't like it was such a popular. It was a one-shot, you know. So it wasn't, at the time, this was a one-shot, and I think it's after that they started the regular series, or I might be wrong. Was it a regular? I know he had more than one issue number 1. But I think this was the one shot, and then they did an issue number 1, if I remember correctly. But I might be wrong. It's been so long. This is an old book. In fact, if I remember correctly, I think this started at the beginning of this was in the early '80s when the direct market had just started. And this is a direct market one too, by the way. So this is the more rare one. If you find a newsstand one, just know that the newsstand one ain't as rare as the direct, because the direct was at the beginning stages. So I'm happy to have this direct market one, but it's just a rare book to find, especially in high grade. It's just not available out there. So like I said, when I found this in that collection, I was like, man, I was very happy to find this. I had this when I was younger, but as you know, if you've been looking at all my videos, I've gotten rid of that collection. So that collection is gone. You know, a couple of my collections have been gone. But yeah, now I also wanted to show something else. All right, so we're gonna show Cloak and Dagger #1, the limited series, issue #1 of the limited series. Now this book right here has gone up a little bit. In May the 14th, it was a CGC 9.8 went for $99, and then on June the 9th, a CGC 9.8 went for $124 as a buy now. So this book has gone up a little bit, but I will say this: I really feel that you need to get this book right now because of the fact that there's a little something at the end of the book. And just to let you know, this book right here came out 1 month. It came out in October of the same year as this one, and this book came out November. So this came out October, this came out November. So just remember that, because I think this book is going to go up in value because of the fact of this. I'm about to show you. At the back of the book, on the last page of this Cloak and Dagger, look what we have in all its glory. So I don't know if it's in any other of the books for the month of October. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But even if it is, I still think this book is going to go up in value because of that insert in the back. So definitely go get this book ASAP as soon as you see it. I mean, as you can see, it's already going for over $100 in a 9.8 grade anyway, so it's a book you should get anyway. Luckily, this was another one of the books was in a massive haul collection, and just so happens there was 3 of them in there. 2 direct and 1 newsstand, so I'm glad I have 2 directs. Probably be selling off this newsstand copy eventually. Trying to just have direct market for the early 80s because they're just more rare. Alright, so on with the next books. So definitely go get those books, y'all. The next book we're going to talk about is the Superman. And as you can see, that Cloak and Dagger and the doesn't go for sale too often in the 9.8. I mean, there was only 2 of them in the past couple of months that sold. There were no 9.6s, no 9.4s, no 9.0s, just 2 9.8s. That was it. So on eBay. So and like I said, this is all eBay stuff that all the prices were sold on eBay. We got Superman 123, the glow in the dark variant, the more rare variant of his first appearance of his new costume and new powers. And it just so happens that only 1 copy has been sold in the past couple of months, and that was June the 16th of this month, a CGC 9.6, and it went for $34.99 as a buy now. So it's only been 1 copy sold in the past couple of months. I don't know. I guess it's just a book that's not graded that often. So and I think that's a pretty good price for a 9.6. So you can just imagine how much a 9.8 probably go for once it goes up on the market for sale. So happy about that. Alright, and as you guys know, if you see my last haul, I got that one for 99 cents. So very happy about that. Alright, so same thing with this one. I got this one for 99 cents. And this is Superman, the Man of Steel, the first full appearance of Doomsday. This is the second printing. So I looked up to see how much the second printings have been going for, and there's only been 2 copies sold in the past couple of months of the second print. Alright, so April the 28th, CGC 9.8 went for $100 as a buy now. And then we had May the 26th, a CGC 9.2 went for $35.11, and it had 11 bids on it. So, yeah, definitely you need to be looking out for it. The second print, the third print, I think it goes all the way to fifth print if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure. But I definitely was happy to find this because I know it's worth money. So as you can see, a 9.8 for $100. Yeah, very happy about that. All right. So the next book is going to be The Adventures of Superman, number 500. All right, so I also have the bag one that's not even open, but this is the collector's edition. So I'm doing the I looked up the collector's edition. I didn't look up the other one, the green cover one. All right, so this is the first appearance of Steel and the first appearance of Superboy, Superboy. So it was only 2 copies sold. One on June the 10th, 2018, a CGC 9.2 went for $21.99 as a buy now. And then June the 30th, 2018, a CGC 9.2 also sold for $29.99 as a and it had 1 bid. So for that to be the prices that 9.2s are going for, can you imagine what 9.8s are going to go for? So be on the lookout for this book. This book is going to heat up. I'm telling you, as soon as they announce anything with either that version of Superboy or Steel in a show or a movie, best believe this book is going to jump. So get the collector's edition. They also have a platinum edition of this, which is very hard to find, very valuable. And also they have the green cover one, the regular edition. So get all of those. So if you see them, get them. All right. Now we got Detective Comics 608. All right. This is the first appearance of Anarchy. So I'm going to just put this right here. All right. So on May the 27th, a CGC 8.5 went for $10.50 with 4 bids. I expect that CGC 8.5 for this age of a book ain't really... I don't even know why they graded it at 8.5. I would have pre-screened it at 9.6 and above. And if it would have came back, then I would have just sold it raw. That's the best thing to do because he didn't even make his money back from getting it graded at $10.50. And whatever he paid for the book. So that's just silly. So pre-screen. Understand, when you're sending your books to CGC, you need to pre-screen. When it comes to modern age books or copper, I will say I'm at always 9.6 and above. 9.6 and above. If you don't pre-screen them for 9.6 and above, you're asking for losses. So take it from someone that's been in this since I was 7 years old, and I keep up with the market, so I definitely know what I'm talking about. So take my advice, pre-screen is your best option. All right, on May 28, 2018, a CGC 9.8 sold for $72 with 3 bids. Then on June the 6th, a CGC 9.8 went for $74.95 as a buy now, so it went up $2.95. Then on June the 25th, a 9.6 sold for $55.50 as a buy now. Then another 9.6 on the very next day, the 26th, sold for $64 as a buy now. So it jumped from $55.50 to $64. So in one day, 9.6s. Then on July the 7th, a 9.8 sold for $69.95 as a buy now. So it went down from $74.95 to $69.95. Then on July the 14th, a CGC 9.6 sold for $39.99 with 2 bids. So that 9.6 went down also from $64 to $39.99. So that's a $24 down for a 9.6 now. And then on July 18th, a 9.8 sold for $49 with 19 bids. So that went down also from $69.95 to $49. Um, that's a $20 fall also. And then July the 19th, the very next day, a 9.8 sold for $42.95 as a buy now. So it went down some more. So this is what, just to show y'all. So I would say this: it has, at the top it was going for almost for $74 at the top, a 9.8, and now at the bottom it's selling for $42.95. So it's gone down some. So I guess some news or something has happened that it's gone down some. But I would say this: since it's gone down, now is the perfect time to be buying them 9.8s, or either go look for some 9.8s because it's gone down. But best believe first appearance. That's all I gotta say, and it's a Batman villain. So just remember, Batman villains don't stay cheap for too long. So right now should be definitely the time you should be picking this up. If you get that 9.8 for that price, go get it. So definitely you gotta look at this like stocks. You know, whenever a book goes down, it's a buying opportunity. When it goes up, it's a selling opportunity. So you get your profits when it goes up, and when books go down, you buy them because now you're getting them at the cheap. So just think of it like that, definitely. So definitely I'm glad I got this for 99 cents the other day, and I'm gonna keep picking up as many copies as I can, because when I see that, I'm like, yes, look at my chops. Like, now I could go get me a 9.8 for cheap, or look for the 9.8s and get them pre-screened. But don't come back as a 9.8, and I feel like maybe that character is maybe about to jump soon, I would just go buy me a 9.8 on the cheap. You know what I'm saying? So definitely that you gotta think of it as a strategy, just like you do with stocks if you ever traded stocks. All right, so we got New Mutants 100, and this is the third printing. And if you see my video, I got it for $3. Was happy to get it for $3. All right. Now I will also say this: these are all eBay prices. Now Comic Link prices will probably be different. And as you know, if you've been looking at my videos for a long time, you already know that when it comes to the market, I go off of Comic Link. I feel the Comic Link is the beat of the market because all they sell is comics. Like they're not like eBay that sells everything. So I definitely feel Comic Link is the beat of the market, and Comic Link gets they sell books at a bigger profit than eBay does. I've seen books on Comic Link that I would never see on eBay being sold. So and the prices they go for, man, it's crazy. So that's why I go off of Comic Link, and Comic Link does an auction once a month. So, and the collectors with the big pockets, they on Comic Link, trust and believe. So, but I do give eBay its credit because they do sell comic books, and there is a market there. So I'm not gonna denounce the market on eBay. So, and it's a lot of my viewers that sell and buy off of eBay. So I definitely want you guys to know what's going on in the market that you are in. So I don't want to discriminate against your market because you have a market and it's there. So I'm definitely gonna talk about your market also. So New Mutants 103rd print, first appearance of X-Force, May the 27th, 2018, a CGC 9.2, sold for $25 at a buy now. And then, so once again, a modern book, even though it's a first appearance and a third printing, a 9.2, $25. So that person didn't even get their money back for getting it graded. Don't know how much they paid for their book. But once again, if he would have pre-screened it at a 9.6 and above for this age of a book, he would have got it back raw, and he could have just sold it raw instead and made some money instead of losing money. You understand what I'm saying, you guys? Because he could have sold it raw for, let's say he got the book for $5. He could have still sold it raw for at least $15, you know, or $20. Instead of getting it graded, paying the money to get it graded, plus whatever money he paid for the book, selling it for $25 and losing. So pre-screen. Pre-screen, everyone. Please do not keep doing this foolishness. This is foolishness. I don't even understand. I'm just like, really? It's just crazy to me. All right, then you got on June the 1st, 2018, a CGC 9.8 as a buy now sold for $108. So you see the difference? Now, if he would have pre-screened 9.6, 9.8, he would have made money. You know, so just pre-screen. I don't know how much I gotta really keep talking about that, but as you can see, the third printing doesn't go up for sale that often. Great to copy. So then we got the next book we got is, let's see, Deadpool number 32, which I just got and I paid $3 for it. This is the Mary Jane, Elizabeth Torque Mary Jane variants. Now, there was only one copy sold of this book on July 17th, 2008, and it was a CGC 9.6. And it was a buy now, and it sold for $49.99. So $50. So they definitely made a profit off this book. It wasn't a large profit, but it was a profit. Pretty sure they didn't pay too much to buy the book, so definitely there was a profit there, a 9.6. So you could just imagine if it came back a 9.8, probably would have got double or triple of that. So because most of the time that's what happens when it comes between 9.8 and 9.6 is either triple or double is the difference in those grades, between those two grades. So very happy. When I saw this cover, I was just like, man, I gotta get it. I loved it because the little Spider-Man doll right there, and then I like how the grenade has jackpot on it, because you know she always says you just hit the jackpot. And I just love this, all this red, and it's just, I just love it. I love this book. So if you see this book, definitely get it. It's definitely out of most of the Mary Jane variants, this is one of the more valuable ones. The other ones, it's only one other, couple other ones that's worth money, but they made so many for all the, basically all the titles at the time had Mary Jane variants. So it's like I said, it's only a couple of titles that actually are worth money for the Mary Jane covers. Another one I would suggest you get is the first appearance of is the Thor one, which is the first appearance of War Thor. That Mary Jane variant with Doctor Strange on the front, where she's Doctor Strange or whatever. So you should definitely pick up that one also, because it's the first appearance on there. All right, so the next one is Supergirl number 12, our Germ variant. And if you know, I recently got this one for $1 also. All right, so this one right here has been going up and down. If you look right here, it's a lot of copies been sold in the past couple of months. Now I will say this: I didn't put down the prices of the ones that said buy it now or best offer. Now those, I don't know what the offer might have been, so I don't, even though it has a price on there, I don't know if that was the actual price that it was sold for, because it could have been the best offer could have been lower, so I didn't even bother doing those. So I only did buy it nows and the ones that were bidded. So, but as you can see, this issue right here. All right, so in April 23rd, a CGC copy sold for $40 with 20 bids. So we're gonna go from there all the way to June. Let's see. Let's go to June the 1st. June the 1st, a CGC went for 9.8, went for $42 with 3 bids. So it still was up. In fact, the crazy thing about it, this book has really, really gone up and down. I would say at the highest it's gone is $65, and the lowest it's been in the 9.8 is, let me see, $34. So $34 at its lowest and $65 at its highest. Yeah. And right now, as of July 11th, and there was no 9.6 or 9.4s or any of those, so just 9.8s. So as of July 11th, which is the last issue, two issues were sold on July 11th, both 9.8s. One buy now was at $55, and then one at auction with 18 bids sold for $40. So that was the last price on this book. Now, I would say this book definitely basically, this is a book that you just hold on to. Right now, it's a little bit of profit there. If you have a 9.8, 9.6s, you're not gonna make a profit if you get it graded at 9.8. So I'm at 9.6. So I definitely would say, if you do go get any of these books graded, pre-screen 9.8. Don't even pre-screen 9.6. 9.8 comes back and it's 9.8. Sell it raw. So I'll hold on to it, in fact, because I definitely feel this book has a long longevity. It's gonna eventually be one of those books that in the future I feel will be like about a $200 book. So definitely it's a book to hold on to. Just like certain stocks, you just hold on to it and let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those books. All right. And then we have issue number 13. All right, so issue number 13, and I also got this one for 99 cents. All right, so I would say this one, let's see, at the height, and to let you know, only 9.8s of this book also was sold, no 9.6s, no 9.4s. All right, so at the lowest, this book has gone for, a 9.8 has gone for $23.50. And at its highest, it's gone for $79.99, $80. So for $23.50 the lowest to $80 at its highest. So right now, in fact, the lowest price was recent. So the $23.50. So that was the lowest price recently. 11 bids. It was a auction. So this is another book that I definitely feel you got to pre-screen 9.8s. In fact, I would say don't even get this book graded right now. Just hold on to it. It's a book that, like I said, it's a long run book. I don't know what the highest. I definitely feel this one is just going to be worth more than this one because of this cover right here just looks better. I would say that it's just a more. Both of them are germ covers, but this one's better. Something about it. So, but definitely a book to hold on to. All right, now we got Supergirl number 15 art germ variant also, which I got for 99 cents. Now this one is the one that a lot of collectors want. All right, so just to let you know, at the, let's see, we had mostly all 9.8s and 9.6s sold. The 9.6s at the height, $39.99, and its lowest $29.99. So I would definitely say don't grade this book at 9.6. Pre-screen 9.8s for this book. Now at the height of the 9.8s of this book, it's the highest it went was $124.99, and it sold two times for that price. May the 17th and June the 12th. And both of them were buy nows, $124.99. So that's the most it went for, and the lowest it went for. Oh, in fact, I'm sorry. The 9.6, the lowest, the 9.6 was $18.50. 11 bids. I'm sorry. But the 9.8, the lowest the 9.8 has gone is, where is it at? $38.77. So that no, that's a 9.6. Hold on. I'm sorry, you guys. Where is it at? Where is it at? I'm sorry about that. Take back that last quote. All right, so in fact, no. The highest 9.8, I am so sorry. The highest 9.8 was $139.50. I am all over the place with this. All right, so the highest CGC 9.8 of this copy, it was 27 bids. It was an auction. Went for $139.50. Now, the lowest this book has ever gone is $45. 14 bids, $45. So, and here I'm gonna put this up so you guys can see it. That way y'all could, if you want to, you could pause the video so you could like really look at it, look at the dates. I always start from the oldest date, like the the oldest date to the most recent, which is at the bottom. So this book has really this book went for some money. So 9.8, you guys, 9.8. So definitely this is the one everyone wants. So pre-screen this book, because as you can see, the lowest it went at 9.6 ain't even worth getting this book graded. So pre-screen this one also for 9.8, and you definitely will make some money off this book. So if you find this book or you already have this book, definitely pre-screen 9.8. And that's just a couple of books I wanted to talk about. This video is long enough, and I also wanted to let y'all guys know that my next video is gonna be right here. It's gonna be this right here. Actually, they had at my local comic book store, they had it where you could basically you could fill up a long box for, a short box for $50. So they had over 25,000 comics available in the tent, and it was raining that day. It was raining so hard, but the tent kept everything dry. So it was a big tent. But yeah, you fill up a short box for $50, and best believe what I got, I'm very happy, you guys. So until next time, you guys, that'll be my next video. I just gotta get some more bags and boards to get them bagged and board, because a lot of those books didn't have bag and boards. But you'll see that they still were fine though. No issues with them. So until next time, you guys, thank you for looking at another Market Watch video. I did a short. Why is everybody calling me? It's annoying when I'm getting calls while I'm recording. What's going on? But anyways, like, subscribe, hit the Galactus hit right here. Check out my last video, which is right here, was my thoughts on Aquaman, Shazam, and Godzilla, and the Titans trailer that were shown recently. And then over here, my last haul video. So check those two out. Thank you everyone for coming to my see another video from me. And also check out my Amazon store. The links are at the bottom of the comments, and help me out and support me. And thank you everyone. And don't forget, don't skip the skippable ads, and you will be helping all your favorite channels make money. So until then, peace.